Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Keisha with Country Garden Oasis. So this is the last weekend in May, so I want to do a tour of my garden so you can see what it looks like now, so then I can show it to you later in the summer and you can see how it's bursting out. I'm starting in the most obvious place, the front garden bed, which is beautiful, and then I'm going to take you to reality and show you the rest of the yard. I still have so much to plant, so many projects to do. I'm going to take you through, and then as it transforms throughout the summer, you'll be able to see the progress. Because for a lot of people, I get to hear a lot that, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do it. Oh, it's so much. I don't know where to start. So I want to share with you that it's not always perfect. It doesn't start out perfect. Sometimes you have to tear places out, and sometimes you just have to start small. So behind me, you can see my roses. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to start the tour. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, the ugly, the new, the improved, and we'll go from there. All right, let's get started. So here we are. We're starting at the corner of the front garden bed. I just planted this up with my Super Tunia Mini Vista Indigo and Mini Vista White on the lower level. Up here, I have the Angelonias planted because I wanted to do white here. If you notice, there is a whole bunch of mangled plants. That's okay. I need them to turn brown. Those are the alliums. They finished blooming, but in order for the bulbs to be successful next year, it needs to soak up as much sun and turn brown. So I have to live with that. I pulled all the tulips that were along here. I'll throw up a video in the corner so you can see what that looked like early spring. But look at this beauty. This is my Floribunda rose. I have 3 of them here at the higher level in the front garden bed. Ah, it is magnificent. Look at the blooms, and they're everywhere, everywhere. The only issue I do have the regular issue with aphids, but that's okay. I apologize. There's traffic. There's cars passing by. However, I have these little leaf cutter bees, or I don't know what they are. They're eating my leaves. I'm speculating that they're leaf cutter flies or whatever they are. I have to find something. And look, of course, we have the enemy aphids. I'll spray that with Rose RX later. Following along, I do have a pattern. Here's my juniper. They're a lot bigger than I thought they would be. They were only supposed to get to about 6 feet. Another Floribunda rose, and all along, my battery died, so now I'm back. So my battery died, now I'm back. So this is my special gem in the front garden. This is my hydrangea standard. It is absolutely beautiful because we're here in May. All you're seeing are leaves. This is one of the late bloomers. This is a panicle hydrangea. When she blooms, she blooms. So I cut it back every spring, like late winter, early spring, when I see the buds starting to push out for new growth, and that's when I prune. Over here, I did Royal Velvet and Super Tunia, and I also did Lemon Coral Sedum because my whole concept for this year is purples and whites and yellows. Now this Floribunda rose, all 3 of them are the exact same size, bought the same time, but for some strange reason, this one is just massive. It's like, she's like, look at me grow. And this is my other juniper, which is like huge. So I had a little issue. If you notice, it's leaning into the house because right now I have it anchored because it's getting so big and it kind of toppled over a little bit. So I'm trying to give it some support. So that's why it looks like that. Over here, I added this new arborvitae that I got at Lowe's because my Japanese I forgot what they were called. I didn't like them. They were ugly. So moving on, I haven't done anything with the front step. I even need to deadhead these peonies. So peonies, peony, however you say it, however you're comfortable. I still have my Christmas mat. I bought these at the garden center because I fell in love with them because they're absolutely gorgeous. But I just needed a placeholder because I have new pots. I'll do a video doing all the pots, but I needed a space holder. So they're there. I'm gonna remove them. I'm gonna remove the mat. We'll make that into like an Instagram reel or something. Then over here, my spiral. I love it. And these are the proven winners. Hold on, I gotta find the tag. They're oh so easy, but Italian ice. Italian ice. These are the oh so easy Italian ice. And it's a repeat of what? And if you notice, you see all this white on the ground? That's from the peonies. They need to be deadheaded, and I'm gonna move them. I think I'm gonna put them in my rose garden once I do it, because I think they're so beautiful. It'll give me some spring color. Ignore the hose. This is where we had the hose that watered the vegetable garden for a long time. So this part of the yard is my project under construction. So for the first time, I now have a place where I can say I'm gonna do a shade garden. So we marked this out recently in a scalloped shape to create a garden. But if you notice, I mulched it because my intention was this year, because I want to hide the air conditioning unit. It's really the maintenance section of the house. The oil tank, pipes, everything. So what I decided to do, this area is full sun. So I want to do perennials instead of annuals. So I'm going to fix that up. And I'm going to put a privacy fence just to hide this because it's not cute. And I have some runera here. Pastas. But if you notice, the ground is a mess. So this is where we dug the trench for all our utilities to go out to where my greenhouse is. And I'm gonna plant some beautiful shade things here because I finally could do that. So there's the trench. I told you I'm giving you the good, the bad, the ugly. And as we break the corner, so this is like sick bay for everything. I got these beautiful white roses. They only grow about 1.5 feet tall and 1.5 to 2 feet wide. Oh, actually it's 2 feet high and 2.5 wide. I think it will be a nice accent right here on this curb. I put some Supertunia mini, what are these ones? Mini Vista Midnight, because it looks so pretty with the white. So I expanded my deck garden area because it was like this little 2.5, maybe 30 inches. I don't even think it was a full 3 foot. And the plan for here is to do hydrangeas on the corner. I found these beautiful roses, cords roses, and I have a pom-pom tree that's coming that I'm going to put right here. There's a lot of mess, a lot of things that are under construction. If we go up on the deck, this is the collection. So I grew these lilies this spring inside. I potted them up. They're all labeled. They're going to go into the garden from bulbs. They're doing so well. These are my Costco roses. This one's doing really well. This one's doing really well. One's a grandiflora. This one is Floribunda Margaret Merrill. This one is the hybrid tea piece. This one, I'm still trying to see if I can make it live. So this is where I messed up. Bought them at Costco, had it in the house, brought it outside, and a frost got them. So all the leaves went, meow. That's my fault. Here's my potato bag project. I'm excited about this. These are potatoes that I bought at the supermarket, had them in the house. I need to hill them up. I need to add more soil. I'm doing that method. This is my winter sowing project. Here are my lupines. They are gorgeous. Over here, I have snapdragons and poppies. The rest of them are like half dead. I shouldn't show that, but it's the reality of it. So next year, I'm going to put each seed in its own individual container and then put them in the tubs. Over here are my strawberry towers. These are going to go out in the vegetable garden. It's just that I haven't moved them yet. Look. As we come down on the deck, I want to introduce you to my greatest accomplishment. These are my dahlias. I pre-sprouted these in the house. I am like beyond excited. These are the dahlias that I bought at Costco, Home Depot, Lowe's. I was like, I'm gonna take a chance because I'm doing a cut flower garden. That one don't look so hot. What did I do wrong? It was a little dried out. Let's talk about the dahlias. I'm so excited about them. I want to say thank you to Laura from Garden Answer because I watched her do this and I said, okay, I'm going to follow her instructions step by step because I want this to work. I've never had luck with dahlias, so I can't wait to get them in the ground. These are all going into the cut flower garden. I'm so excited. Over here is inventory. So this is all stuff I have to plant up. I'm gonna, like, I have that planter to do. I have the garage planter pots to do. I haven't gotten to them yet. I have a whole barrage of things over here. So now I come around this corner, this little cute set. I'm gonna try to plant these up within the next few days. This is where my pom-pom tree is. I'm doing pinks and yellows back here. I'm really excited. These are Supertunia Daybreak Charm. I thought they were so beautiful and I paired them with the yellow dahlias, so I can't wait to see what that looks like. So I've never shown anybody the path to going out to the greenhouse because this is what I call our construction road because we were required to put one in as we were doing construction on the property. What you're mostly seeing is the wetlands area. Can't touch it. That's why the grass is so high. I've been living on a construction site for the past year and a half. It's work in progress. As we approach the vegetable garden, I told you I'm giving you a full view, good, bad, and the ugly. Over here are all my tulips that I pulled so they could get brown. A lot of people are like, well, why can't you just let them stay in the ground? Because they get really ugly. Really ugly. So this is sick bay. I'm going to trim off all the leaves and then store them and plant them in these beds in the fall and then put new tulips around the yard. So this is one of my favorite parts of the vegetable garden. My row of 14 arborvitaes going down, lining the back of the arborvitae so the fence will be up and then it will be a green wall. These are the arborvitaes I got from Costco for $29.99, and so many people are like, they're gonna die. They're not dead. I didn't lose any. However, I will show you 3 that are like, wah, wah. I don't know if they didn't get enough water. Look how wonderful these. They're fluffy, they've grown, I've gotten height, and here are my berries in the pot. I'm gonna have berries on this side as well. I'm just waiting for the load of gravel. So these ones are all good until you get down here. these three look a little hungry. I don't know if I did something wrong. I'm not sure, because when you look over here, these four, they look wonderful. So I'm gonna watch them for another, let's say this year. If next year they look mangled, I'm just gonna get rid of them. This is where our property line ends, so back there is state property. So I'm not responsible for that, but I am putting up a fence because we do have bears, moose, deer. This morning there was a turkey, so lots going on. So these are the 16 raised beds. There's nothing going on in here right now because we haven't planted yet. Mostly what we've done is clean up. The beds, weeded them out, getting them ready for planting. And let me tell you, this stone, I really need to figure something out because the weeds come up in it like crazy. So here I have a bed of veggies that are ready to plant. It's just a matter of me planting them. Look at the corn. When I bought that, they were itty bitty tiny. I just watered them. That's all I did. So these are ready to go. So that's pretty much it. Over here, I don't really want to show you up close, but I want you to remember this area. I created a little cut flower garden last year because I wanted to test to see what the soil was like. Can you grow anything in it? We haven't weeded it out. It's going to look completely different. I'm going to do another tour and show you what that's going to look like. But I think you'll be thrilled when you see it. So just remember that spot. So I shared a video on Instagram and somebody wrote, can you fix the grass in the back? Yes and no. Since this was a construction site, which I will share, the greenhouse, the outdoor pavilion, everything that leads to the pool, it's a construction site. So there's no point in making the grass really pretty because there's lots of work being done. So the grass is the last thing we're gonna do. But we're gonna walk over here a bit because I'm excited about a project I'm about to do. This is something, remember I said the dahlias are going in the cut flower garden? So sneak peek, that pile, I have 2 pallets of pavers. That's going to be the focal point of the garden over there. I'm not telling you what it is yet. So over here is going to be our cut flower garden. It's a work in progress. I'm cutting up the boards. I'm gonna create something spectacular. Now, from this angle, you can see every animal on the planet. The plan is the fence, but the fencing is the last thing we're gonna do, again, because we have trucks. We had an excavator here up to this morning. There's so much to do. And so until that's all done, we're gonna just take our time and do all the work that we can do and then add the finishing touches. It's getting a little dark because I took a break from videoing to actually go get some stuff done. So thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to show you guys the transformation throughout the summer. There's a lot going on, but one project at a time. I assure you, you can get it done. Thanks so much. Have a great day.